problem with modern art that nobody talks about: narrative redundancy. Let me explain what I mean by that. It is largely agreed upon that the modernist movement began with the Cubism movement. But the art movement that truly harkens to the current modernist landscape was the Dadaist movement. Dadaism was literally an art movement that was meaningless. It began by people who did not believe in the inherent meaning of the world. Dadaist artworks were so meaningless to call it an art movement is the exact opposite of what they wanted. Here's an example of a Dadaist artwork. This is literally just a urinal, and they call it art. Well, not art, anti-art. That's the word they use, and that's the word I think that most appropriately describes the Dadaist artworks. This anti-art has long been considered art, but we should not forget the very roots of this movement. It was a brash, electric anti-art movement that sought to tear down pre-established notions of aesthetics and meaning. Nowadays, modernist artists still cling to the old Dadaist notion of challenging aesthetics. You'll clearly notice it if you have seen any amount of art exhibitions at all. One example that I've seen recently, it's in some mall, it's this one. This art piece is literally a fractured screen. Take a look at the description and notice the little text saying, challenging preconceived notions of imperfection. Traditional aesthetics have long been challenged, and successfully so. That is the very reason why you see these artworks in galleries and museums anyway. Therefore, erase that no artist should appropriately claim that they're performing a sort of revolt against the system and established aesthetics. This is frankly the biggest problem I have with the modern art landscape. They pretend to be avant-garde and rebellious when frankly, the current art world has already accepted these traditionally more outlandish manners of expression, and we've already accepted that art is pretty subjective, with the spectrum of style being broader than ever. And thus I find that modern artists tend to be pretentious and very much so redundant in the narrative. But this is just me rambling.